All right, so this is writing linear equations. And as Andrew told us, we need two things to write the equation of a line. You need slope and y-intercept. So there's a couple different ways we can start doing this, okay? First way I would like to do it is starting with the graph, okay? And then we're gonna move into more of these prompts on the left. So on the right, we have a picture of a graph and it has a line on it. Now, there's a few things we can gather from this line. The first thing is the y-intercept. That is the point where my line, okay, and I'll highlight it in red for you. This is my line. And the y-intercept is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. And that's right there. And that point is 1. And instead of writing y-intercept, we write the letter B. Sophia, you okay with that? Now, Sophia, do you remember the kind of like formula for slope? Do you remember the two words that I would always say with slope? Blank over blank. Okay, y over x, I like where we're going with that. Y over x, but there were two words. One was like 4 letters, started with an R, ended in I's. Rise over run. Now, rise over run with the graph is very, very helpful here. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a 2 points where my line goes through the corner of a box. So does everybody see how the corner of a box, or my line goes through the corner of a box right there and right there? Are you in agreement with that, Sophia? Now, Sophia, how much do I rise up to get from here to here? How many boxes? And how many do I run over? So my slope is 2 over 1. Are you ready for this? So the equation of your line is y equals, and we just did this over the weekend. So y equals, my slope was 2, so 2x plus 1. Easy, right? Jack, easy? Okay, now, where does all this stuff come from? Well, my y-intercept, okay, my y-intercept was easily identifiable from my graph. That was b equals 1, okay? Identified from the graph. But now my slope, well, the slope sometimes, okay, it's not as easy as that. So to review slope, if I pick 2 points on my line, this point is the point 0, 1, and that point is the point 1, 3. So to calculate it, remember, I would label x1, y1, x2, y2. Then I would substitute it into my formula. So I got 3 minus 1 over 1 minus 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 0. And you can see I got the same thing. Do you see how it's all connected? It's like a circle. Okay. Harshan, are you okay with that? So if you're given a graph, I want you to do it this way. See how I did that? I counted my rise over my run, and I found my y-intercept. If I give you 2 points, well, you're going to have to go through and find your slope, and then we'll talk about how to find the y-intercept from there. So let's look at this one. Nate.
Yeah.
Nate, what is my y-intercept?
4.
4. It's right there. It's 4. Okay? So I'm going to put that right here so I don't forget. And now, I can see that my line goes through this point right here and this point right here. Are we all in agreement with that? Liam, are you in agreement with that? that my line goes through those 2 points? Liam? Okay. Drew, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, now, how do I get from this point on the left to the point on the right? Because I always want to work from the point on the left to the point on the right. So, Drew, how do I get there? Well, I have to go down, right, Drew?
Yeah.
How many blocks?
4,
And down is negative, and how many to the right?
2.
So my slope is -4/2. But I can't leave it like that. Sophie, what is -4/2? -2. Very good. So my equation of my line is y equals -2x plus 4. Now, in order to calculate my slope, say I have the 2 points. Let's say I have this point is 0, 4, and this point is 2, 0. Well, what I would do is I would label my 2 points, and I would plug it in. And I would have 0 minus 4 over 2 minus 0. 0 minus 4 is -4, and 2 minus 0 is 2, and that's where my -2 comes from. Drew, you okay with this, Drew?
Yeah.
All right, I know you sound so excited. Angela, are you okay with this?
Yes.
All right. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to try 1 and 2. Just 1 and 2. Okay, I want you to find your slope and your y-intercept, and then write your equation or your line. While you're doing that, I'm going to open up my books. It's like Christmas.
Ooh, color.
You know, Valentine's Day. Right. Come on, you can do it.
Can you the light on? Sean, Jack, can you the light on? Make music.
You want it on?
Sure.
Marshawn said, sure. Reluctant, sure. All right. You guys should be finishing it up right now. It doesn't seem like it gave you a lot of time, but that's because you'll need a lot. All right. Mackenzie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Mackenzie, what's my y-intercept?
1.
1. Perfect. It's right there. It's 1. So I'm going to write b equals 1 off to the side. Now, Mackenzie, what's my slope? Meaning, how do I get from this point that they identified to this point? How many blocks up did I have to go? One more time.
5.
Count again.
4.
4. I know sometimes it's hard to see, so I like to count twice. Now let's go, how many blocks to the right?
6.
So my slope is 4/6, which is 2/3. So the equation of my line is y equals 2/3 x plus 1. Now, if you were unsure about counting the blocks, you could always take your 2 points, which were -3, -1, and 3, 3, and you could label them x1, y1, x2, y2. And you could substitute them into your slope formula, which is 3 minus -1 over 3 minus -3. And 2 negatives make a positive. So you get 4/6, which reduces to 2/3. Emma,
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
let's look at this one, okay? What is my y-intercept?
Is it like 1.5?
Okay. Well, what did you get for your slope?
For my slope, I got 2/5 over -5.
Okay. So we got -2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, here's the thing. Emma, you sounded uncertain about your y-intercept, right?
Yeah.
Why did you sound uncertain about that?
Only because it could not be 1.5
Yeah,
because
very true.
1.5 isn't.
Yeah, it's not going through the corner of a box, right? So it's a little weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so here's the thing. With these types of problems, okay, we can't necessarily just take the information and then plug it into y equals mx plus b. We might actually have to find b. Now, we have all the information we need to find b. Okay, so what I want everybody to do is I want everybody to write down these steps, okay? Step 1 is label. Step 2, write your formula. Step 3, substitute. And step 4 is solve/simplify. Now, you ready for this, Emma?
Yeah.
All right. Emma, I do need your help a little bit. First thing I need you to do is I need you to choose one of those 2 points, -4, 3 or 1, 1.
-4.3.
Okay. So we're going to choose one of the points. So Emma chose the point -4, 3. And here's the thing, Emma, what other piece of information do you know?
The slope.
The slope. So we're going to write that down. Now, Emma, step number 1 says label. The slope is labeled, but did we label our point?
Is it like x1, y1?
Yeah, we're just gonna, since we only have 1 point, we don't even have to put the x1, y1. We can just put x and y. So far, so good, Emma?
Yeah.
Now, step number 2 is the crucial step. I am looking to write the equation of my line. And the equation of a line is y equals mx plus b. Wouldn't you agree, Emma?
Yeah.
Now, Emma was uncertain about the b, and this is nice because there's a b in my equation. See that? See how there's a b? Now, step number 3 says to substitute. So Emma, what is y?
3.
What is m?
-2/5.
-2/5. What's x?
-4.
And we don't know b. That's what we're trying to solve for. You okay? Kind of shaky a little bit? It's okay. I do have a cool activity for this, but I can't do it during COVID, which kind of stinks. But I'll find a way to do it. Now, we need to solve / simplify. So the first part is we need to simplify. -2 times -4 is 8. Oops. So I have 3 equals 8/5 plus b. Now, how do I get rid of a positive 8/5, Emma?
Use the reciprocal, like multiply.
Well, that would be if it was multiplication, but it's addition, right?
Yeah.
How do I get rid of a positive 8/5?
Minus, like
Yeah.
8/5.
So if we were multiplying, Emma, we would want to multiply by the reciprocal to undo it. But because we're just adding 8/5, we're just going to subtract that. And now I have b equals, who knows what 3 minus 8/5 is? Nobody? Does anybody have a graphing calculator? If you do, everybody type in 3 minus 8/5 and then hit math, enter, enter. Math is right by the number 7. Do you have a graphing calculator? Do you have a graphing calculator? Do you have a calculator? Just the one on your phone? Oh, now it's gonna be tough. All right. So if you have a calculator on your phone, you can use it. Sometimes you're gonna get some weird decimals. All right, so everybody just type in 3 minus 8/5. If you do math, enter, enter, you'll get 7/5. Or, what did you get, Sophia? We did 3 minus 8/5. Division. Guys, just so we know, I'm retaking attendance at the end of class. So if you leave, you're going to get switched from being present to being marked absent. Did you get it? All right, do 3. Hit the AC, clear, 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 like 1,000 times. Now do 3 minus, and then you're going to do 8 divided by. You got 1.4. Now, Emma, you said at the start it looked like 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Well, it actually turned out to be what, Sophia? It actually turned out to be what? 1.4. So here you can write your answer either as a fraction, or you could write it as a decimal. All right? But these 4 steps up there, label, write your formula, substitute, and solve, I'm going to be using over and over and over again. All right. Again, I want you to try 3 and 4. Just write the equation of the line for 3 and 4. Okay, these will be easier. Jeff? You ready? Prashant? Are you on? No, I was gonna keep them over there. I was gonna bog you down just yet. There you go. There you go. Prashant?
I get skills.
Yeah. Andrew, did you get the answer to the first one?
Yeah.
What did you get? Y equals 2/3 x plus 1. Perfect. Hope. Hopi. Hope, I know your mic works. Fine. Angela. Angela,
Yes,
what did you get for number 4?
I didn't get there yet.
Okay, I'll give you a second. Are you all good now, Angela?
Yes,
All right. Okay. Question number 4. So Angela, what's my slope? How do I get from there to there? I go down how much?
-2,
And how much do I go to the right?
1,
So -2x. And what's my y-intercept?
1.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to stop right here. Just seems to be a good place to stop.